Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. Today my friends, I'm gonna be testing the GeForce GTX 1080 in 2020. Now this one, as you can probably see, it's the Asus Strix version of the card. It looks really good in my opinion. I think it looks better than the RTX 3000 series Strix versions, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Now the GTX 1080 was my main GPU for a while, like 1 or 2 years. I bought it in 2017 at the end of the year, right before the RTX 2000 series launch, and I bought it used for 300 euros, which was actually a pretty decent deal back then. They were going for like 400, 500 sometimes used, at least here in Portugal, but I almost got scammed with this one. I knew that the 300 euro price was maybe too good to be true, but I believed the guy. He was saying he'd had some thermal issues. I thought, well, maybe I'll just replace the thermal paste and that will be fine. For some reason I didn't even ask him to show it to me working, so yeah, since then I have not done the same mistake. But yeah, when I got home I installed it in my system. It was running perfectly fine, no thermal issues whatsoever, and then I decided to open it up and it was just flooded with like liquid cooling. Probably it was like a blue substance or something. Yeah, it was really weird. I cleaned it up, it's still working to this day, so no problems there. But yeah, I do think that the guy thought it was broken or something. Maybe it just shut off the entire system when the liquid spilled or whatever, and yeah, it just sold it like that, saying it was working and having heating issues. Wow. So basically I got really lucky with this pickup, and you guys should definitely always ask for evidence that it actually works, or maybe go to the person's house and see it working. Enough talking, my friends. Let's just install this in the system and see how it runs the latest and greatest titles in 2020, shall we? Alright everybody, we are now in the desktop. You can see GeForce GTX 1080 showing up there in MSI Afterburner as well as GeForce Experience. I'm running it with a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM. I also overclocked it a little bit, as you can see right there. And let's get into the first game, which is Crysis Remastered. But can it run Crysis? Let's find out. I'm playing at 1080p SMAA 1TX anti-aliasing using the high settings preset. I just disabled motion blur, by the way, that's why that shows up as custom. And let's just do our little benchmark run over here. Ray tracing is enabled, by the way. So far so good. It's not really a 60 plus FPS experience as I was hoping for, but you know, ray tracing is enabled and this is not an RTX card, so it's quite impressive still that it can run like this. As you can see, my model is showing right there, so that means that ray tracing is in fact enabled. And I tested this GPU last week in Crysis Remastered, by the way, using the high settings without ray tracing. It could do like 80 to 90 FPS on average, so it was a very smooth experience. And this experience right here is not that bad either. As you can see, the average FPS are almost reaching 60 FPS, and even in a jungle area like this one, it doesn't really drop too much from 60. So if you want to play like this with ray tracing enabled and all the bells and whistles, well, not really, because you're not running at the highest settings, but if you want to play at these settings, it's absolutely fine. Okay, let's just take out all of these guys right here. Yeah, quite a bit of a fight going on right now. We're still getting pretty, well, we're getting higher FPS right now because we're not in a jungle area. There we go. Explosions don't really drop your FPS by too much. It's only like by a couple of FPS, I think. And yeah, can it run Crysis? Yes, it can. Let's test the next game. 67 FPS on average, 47% lows. Here we go. It's time for Red Dead Redemption 2, my friends. And we're playing at the 1080p resolution, 1920 by 1080, using the high to ultra settings. A lot of things are on ultra, as you can see. Where's my boy? There he is. Let's start counting our FPS. And yeah, you can see that the FPS are pretty okay. They're not really the best thing in the world, of course, but it's not too bad. If you wanted to have 60 plus FPS all of the time, you could have it at like medium settings settings or Xbox One X settings. I'm just using high settings because I feel like the game is still very playable at these settings and it looks really beautiful. So if you want to play at 1080p, this is what I'd play on because you really want to enjoy the graphics here in this game. It's a very beautiful game. So we're in Valentine right now. This is sort of a demanding area, but we were actually seeing less FPS in the woods with the GTX 1080 here, so not too bad. You know, it's not doing a bad job whatsoever. So earlier today I was actually testing the 1080 here in Red Dead Redemption 2 and I got 55 FPS on average and around 47 I think FPS 1% lows, and that was all because of the weather. So yeah, that's it for Red Dead Redemption 2. 49 FPS average, 42 1% lows. So now we're playing Apex Legends at 1080p resolution using the highest settings except for the spot shadow detail, which actually caused some stutters in the past, for me at least, so I prefer to keep it on high instead of very high, but everything else is maxed out. Alright, here we go. Wow, okay, so this is extremely demanding, by the way, in the spaceship. We're gonna go to the epicenter, which is also a very demanding area in this map right here. This is also the most demanding map out of the two maps here in Apex, so that's good. So we're in the ground, we're getting really good FPS, but I think they're gonna drop from 100 in that particular spot, which is very demanding. And you know what? I usually think that Apex Legends doesn't really have very good graphics, but it's not too bad. It's not bad looking at all at the highest settings, but I don't usually play at highest settings, you know? I prefer the smooth frame rates, but this is still a very smooth experience. Even here, which is the most demanding area in this entire map basically, except for when you're dropping from the sky, you can get 100 FPS. So this is a smooth high refresh rate experience. I like this. The 1080 can handle it perfectly fine over here, guys. Okay, there we go. Can we get another guy? Another guy. I didn't really get anybody, but okay. What? There he is. There he is. Oh god, the P2020. Why am I using this gun? Okay, I got him. You know what, guys? I could play Apex Legends all day with these FPS. This is amazing. It's a very smooth experience. Okay, that guy doesn't have shields. Okay, wait a second. I'm just gonna throw a smoke there. Okay. Alright. There we go. There we go. Come on. No. Oh my god, I took too long to switch to the P2020 for some reason. Guys, please don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. These guys are noobs. Come on. No. Alright, there we go. So we got 128 FPS on average, 97 1% lows there. And the next game up is gonna be Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You can see already that it's gonna be a smooth-ish experience, not 60 plus all of the time though. We're playing at 1080p resolution, 100% resolution scale of course, using the ultra high preset. As you can see, the game is basically maxed out at this point. You can see the specs again right there. Let's do this. Yes, go do this at the same time. Do this. And yeah, it seems like if you want to experience Assassin's Creed Odyssey at 60 FPS on average at least, I think you might be able to do this. Maybe we're gonna drop from 60 on average there, but it's still a smooth experience. As this is a single player title, you can definitely get away with like 40 plus FPS in my opinion, so that's fine. But if you really want 60 plus FPS all of the time, you can definitely have it with the GTX 1080. Just drop a couple of settings again, like the shadows, or maybe drop the settings preset altogether to like very high settings or high, and then you're definitely gonna get 60 plus. It looks awesome at 1080p ultra high. It runs awesome. It doesn't stutter whatsoever. We got plenty of VRAM left in the tank. It's only utilizing 5.2 gigabytes. Last time that I played this game was actually last week with the HD 5770, and I got like 15 FPS at 360p, so this is a breath of fresh air right here. It's completely playable. Can I actually kick a wolf? Oh, I can kick a wolf. So we're playing PUBG now at 1440p resolution, 2560 by 1440 using the high settings preset, 100% resolution. Oh my god, just look at those frames. I was not expecting this actually. Holy. Okay, and we finally hit the ground. Let's start counting our FPS. Hopefully the game doesn't stutter too much, because the problem with PUBG are really the stutters, you know, they're really noticeable sometimes. Oh, there's a guy right here, guys. What? No, that wasn't a guy. I think I just saw that and I thought it was like a head or something. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, so I don't have a weapon, guys, but I do have pretty good frames, so we can definitely just fist them. We can definitely punch them to death with a high refresh rate experience. Now, I know PUBG isn't a new game whatsoever, and that's also why we're playing at 1440p here, because the 1080 can actually handle it absolutely fine, but it has been receiving a ton of updates over the years, and this map, for example, is actually a 2020 map. At least they redesigned it. I hear someone, guys. There he is. Oh boy, okay, that was a little bit bad. Oh, no, am I gonna die? Probably. I'm probably gonna die. No, I'm not dead. Okay, maybe it was just a bot, guys, but it scared me. Whoa, okay, so I spent like, what, 10 minutes just walking around and then I saw this guy and died. Well, yeah, that's the PUBG experience, but fortunately you can have this experience with 120 FPS on average if you want to play at 1440p with the high settings. My friends, it is time for GTA 5. We're playing at 4K 3840 by 2160 resolution using, I'm just gonna disable FXAA right there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the game is basically maxed out except for the post-effects settings here and, of course, the advanced graphics settings, which are all turned off. This is 4K, guys, and we are still well above 60 FPS, at least here. So let's start counting our FPS and do our little benchmark run. Let's do this. Holy crap, this is kind of impressive for a 1080. Although this game is an old game by today's standards and it's not really that demanding whatsoever. You could run it even on a GT 710 at 720p. It's still 4K resolution. It's still a massive resolution here, and when the GTX 1080 came out, it was actually kind of a 4K gamer. It was at least the best 4K gamer. At the time, GTA 5 was only 1 year old in the PC platform, of course. It released back in 2015 for the PC, 2013 for the first-gen consoles, or the PS3 and Xbox 360. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, 1% lows are at 58. Not a bad experience, guys, whatsoever. If you want to hook up your PC into your TV, or if you have a 4K monitor with a GTX 1080, you can definitely play GTA 5 absolutely fine. Look at this. Look at this. I didn't even hit anybody yet. Of course, that's about to change, I think, or maybe not. Wait, was this a flawless round? I really need to check. It's the first time I don't hit anybody there. Holy crap. Alright, oh gosh, okay, yep, alright, all good, don't swear, Michael, thank you. Where's Linus? Linus, where are you? No, sometimes there's a guy with sandals and socks right here, so that's Linus, obviously. So, okay, so over here, it's a very demanding area because of the grass quality setting. If you lower that, you can actually achieve 60 plus, but if you want to run it at ultra, yeah, it's not gonna do a very good job. It's still playable, you know, it's still a very playable experience. Hello, Jack, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, GTA 5 on the 1080, extremely good performance. If you want to play at lower resolutions, you're gonna get like 100 plus FPS. So it's time for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We're using the DirectX 12 APIs, you can see right there. 2560 by 1440 resolution, so 1440p. Anti-aliasing is set to SMAA, and we're using the highest settings preset without the motion blur because I hate that thing. And look at those frames, my friends, it's actually really smooth. You could play this game at 1440p maxed out with 60 plus FPS on average, probably. I think it will probably drop into the 50s sometimes, but it's still an amazing experience for a single player title, definitely. I always find this very weird. She's just looking at the child there with those eyes and that face. I don't know what's going on. Oh, please, Lara, just stop it. Stop it. No, he's not even looking at you. What are you doing? Well, so far, I haven't seen it dropping from 60 yet. I'm extremely impressed by that, to be honest, guys. Is it even gonna drop from 60? Like, I believe this is a very demanding area, so maybe it will drop from 60, but I What the hell? I was not expecting this. I first thought I'd do this at 1080p, but yeah, you can see that even at 1440p, this is a beast, guys. Alright, so here are our results. We got a minimum of 61 FPS right there, or 56 actually, but the 95% lows are 61. 71 FPS average, maximum of 107. Wow, just I am really impressed by this, guys. We're playing right now some Call of Duty Warzone at 1440p with the highest settings, except for these right here. They are disabled because I don't really like them, and the anti-aliasing is not set to the maximum. Okay, we're good. Let's start counting our FPS over here. Oh, people are behind me. No, you're not gonna get me, buddy. You know that, right? Jesus. Oh, okay, I'm really low HP. Oh my god. Okay, I did it. Oh boy. So although this is not like 100 plus FPS, it's still really smooth, guys. And maybe it's because we're using the Nvidia reflex thingy. Yeah, it feels really responsive still. Maybe it's because we're still above 60 FPS, and that's still a very good experience, of course. There are no stuttering issues this season. Last season, this was rid with stutters at 1440p high settings with a 1080, but now they are completely fixed. Oh, I see you, buddy. Okay, get over here. Wow, the recoil in this one is just non-existent. There he is. Oh my god, okay. Oh, no, he has a weapon. Oh my god, how did you not kill me, dude? Should we do this? Oh no, come on. No, never mind. Oh, Jesus, dude, come on. It's a very playable experience, guys. You shouldn't have a problem playing this game or any game with a GTX 1080, I think. Alright, guys, this is actually the first time that I'm testing Resident Evil 3. I don't really know the best area to test this game. 2560 by 1440 using the high settings. Everything pretty much is set to high, as you can see. So let's do this. I apparently am running from a very big boy. But yeah, we are out of the house right now. Let's start counting our FPS. Our FPS are pretty decent. You only need like 60 FPS in this game, I think. And we're getting like 100 plus. The game looks really good. What the hell? Okay, well, hello, buddy. How are you doing? FPS dropped into the 60s there. Fire effects right there. Not bad still. We're getting 100 plus. The fire is not really that intensive, it seems like. Jesus! So overall, I think the 1080... Oh, Jesus! Stop doing that! Why are you doing this to me? Just go after someone else, dude. What are you doing? I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. Can you please get out of here? So I believe this is quite demanding over here. There's a ton of effects and lighting and the reflections and stuff. Fire. Not bad. This is great, actually, to benchmark the game. You know, it's a great little area. And we actually dropped from 60 FPS right there. Okay. Yeah. Right, so these are zombies. Don't like this too much, and we're getting below 60 FPS now, so it's not a 60 plus FPS experience all of the time, but it's still decent. Okay, no, let's just go. Why? Alright, we're playing Fortnite right now. Thank you very much to Tico is Santa for the gift, and I don't... School Trooper! What? Are you serious? Like, this is a very good skin, isn't it? Of course, at 72p, we can't really see it, but thank you so much, dude. Holy crap. So, of course, we're not going to be playing at 72p. I just left it like this from the last video that I made in the 710. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do the 2560 by 1440 at the high settings. I believe that's a very adequate resolution and settings to play with the GTX 1080. We're using the X12 here, no ray tracing. Let's go. So you can see that it's still performing really well. The 1080 at 1440p high settings, it's just, yeah, this GPU is still a beast, guys. Although it's 4 years old, and it's kind of unbelievable that it's 4 years old because it still does a fantastic job even in the most demanding games. It has aged really well, guys, okay? So, hello, how are you? What the hell? I've never found this guy here. I think everybody... might be just looking for this guy. And that's why they're all coming into the whipping woods. Oh my god, that was actually very close. Right, you know what? No! 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 Oh no, oh no, not again, not again. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, he has a ton of HP, I think. What the hell? No, 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 no. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, no, 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 no. What? He doesn't die. How? When are you gonna die, dude? Jesus, no. Oh my god, seriously. Oh my god, what the hell? Alright, there's a guy right there. Ah, god, you bastard. Let's go, let's go. Oh, I will get one kill. Okay, I didn't really get one kill, but... Okay, there we go, there we go. All good, all good. Okay, alright, I got him, finally. This is really smooth, by the way. Really, really nice experience in terms of frame rates. Good stuff, very nice. That's it for Fortnite. It's time for Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm playing at 1080p resolution, 100% resolution scale, 80 FOV using the ultimate quality settings without the motion blur, of course. So let's get right into it. Here we go. What is this? What is... No, wait a second. What's happening? What is this? What is happening? We're gonna restart this game. It's just Horizon Zero Dawn bugs. Okay, guys, let's just go right now. Alright, everything is fine. Now, in more demanding areas, it will probably drop into the 50s, but yeah, this is not bad. This is not a bad experience whatsoever. You could definitely play like this. Oh god, okay, oh, there we go. Buddy, how are you? Long time no see. Haven't tested this game in a while, actually. Come on, come on, come on. What are you doing? He fell, but upwards. Like, what the hell? That was really weird. Okay, 50s. We dropped into the 50s right there. 55. Okay, look in that direction. It seems to be intensive. It's still a completely playable experience, though, so you should not have a problem playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I think these... I should not mess around with these things. Jeez! Okay, all good. Alright. Oh my god. Oh. Well, that was fast. My friends, we're now playing Doom Eternal at 1440p using the Ultra Nightmare settings. Yes, guys, the game is basically maxed out except for some of these settings. I didn't really take a look at them, but this is the Ultra Nightmare preset. And look at those gorgeous frames that we're getting right now. There we go. Alright, let's just kill some demons, shall we, my friends? Alright, here we go. Good stuff. Very, very nice FPS, always above 60. If you want to play at 1080p, you're probably gonna get above 100 FPS pretty much at all times. So that's no problem for our GTX 1080 over here. Still doing a fantastic job. Oh gosh, okay, wait a second, guys. This is kind of bad. I don't have much ammo left in any of my guns. They actually announced the GTX 1080 playing the first Doom at 1080p with insane FPS, and yeah, here we are in 2020 playing 2020's Doom Eternal, and it's still running perfectly fine. As you can see, these games are really extremely well optimized, so it's no surprise that the 1080 is doing a good job here. Oh my god, come on, come on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you want to hop into Doom Eternal, well, you can definitely do it. It is time for Microsoft Flight Simulator, probably the most demanding game that we're gonna test today. 1080p resolution, ultra settings across the board. As you can see, this is the ultra settings preset. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna increase the throttle speed. It's stuttering quite a bit, but that's normal. We only have 16 gigs of RAM. If you have 32 gigs, it will stutter a little bit less. Our VRAM is almost maxed out, as you can see there. Oh gosh, yeah, it's maxed out now basically, and the RAM is getting there, and it will probably crash if I spend like more than 2 minutes playing this game. If it wasn't for the stutters, it would be maxed out and it would be getting 30 to 40 FPS, which is not bad considering that this game is this intensive. It's basically the entire world, you know. Yeah, this is a little bit rough, and we're getting CPU bottlenecked right now, or RAM bottlenecked probably, yeah, because it's utilizing 15.3 gigabytes of our 16 gigabytes, and it's going up by a lot. If you play it on high, it will be perfectly playable with a GTX 1080. It will still stutter a little bit here and there, of course, because that's just the nature of these simulators. But you know, you could do this. I probably. Yeah, not a good idea. We're getting 20s. And finally, the last game of the day is gonna be Metro Exodus at 1440p high settings, as you can see. Let's do this. I'm gonna run the benchmark here. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's start counting our FPS, and look at that, it's right around 60 FPS, at least at the beginning here. Of course, it will drop from 60 FPS, but this is a single player title. Once again, you don't really need 60 plus all of the time, unless you really like to play first person shooters with 60 plus. In that case, you can drop a few settings here and there, or maybe play on medium. It's still gonna look great, and it will perform really well. And now I think I'm just gonna wait for it to end. Let's just see. Okay, fire effect, it's not really dropping that much. 40s, not too bad. Ooh, okay, so it drops into the 30s right here. I did not expect that. Holy crap, is this intensive. Okay, of course, by the way, this benchmark run is really intensive, and usually when you're playing the game you get better FPS than in the benchmark run. But yeah, it still did a pretty good job for 1440p. It's a big resolution compared to 1080p, and we still managed 30 plus all of the time, and an average right around 60 FPS, which is great. So my friends, we're finally arrived at the conclusion of the video. Thank you very much if you're still watching, by the way, and I'm gonna ask the question: do I recommend the GeForce GTX 1080 in 2020? And the answer is absolutely yes. If you guys can find one of these for like 230 bucks on the used market, it's way better value than, for example, a GTX 1660 Super, which retails brand new for that price. But yeah, this one is 30% faster. It has 2 more gigs of VRAM, which will help it in a lot of newer titles. And overall, even though it's 4 years old, it doesn't consume a lot of power. It only consumes 180 watts of power, which is pretty okay for the performance it gets. And it still plays all of the games absolutely fine at 1080p or 1440p resolution, no problems whatsoever. This GPU is still a beast in 2020, my friends. It's faster than the 2060 as well, by the way. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you're still running a GTX 1080 in your PC, and if you are going to upgrade. Honestly guys, if I was running this GPU as my main GPU, I would still be fine. I wouldn't really upgrade unless I wanted like high refresh rate 1440p gaming. In that case, maybe the 3080 is a good idea, or the upcoming Navi GPUs. I don't think I would upgrade it to a 3070 just because it still has 8 gigabytes of VRAM, the 3070. You know, I think that will be a problem in a year or two. So just keep that in mind, okay? So I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.